Greetings, my fellow servants of the God Emperor. It is the Ash Heritor. Welcome back to Rogue Trader. So we're about to face off against Archon and Reaving again. In the previous episode, we made an attempt, and unfortunately we lost. Ulfar, Idira, surprisingly, and Cyrene held out for a pretty long time. It basically started off with Marazai getting insta-gibbed by his sister, and then Argenta getting chopped down by, I think it was Incubi, or maybe one of the Grotesques. I think both, actually. And then Irliet got taken out by the random thralls that landed to reinforce the fight. So we're getting attacked from all sides, reinforcing enemies. 4 absolute Chungus Grotesques, who are no joke. 4 Incubi, who are also no joke. And then Reaving, who is absolutely not a joke. So this is a difficult fight. And we're going to give it another try. So I'm going to do a couple of things slightly differently. I'm going to keep a little bit more of a tighter formation. And I'm going to try and do a full flank overload, like I kind of said I was going to do and then didn't in the previous episode. However, what I am going to do first off is make sure that everybody is actually at full capacity. So, yeah. Oh, this... That could be good. Stingray? Who could that be good on? Maybe, Ulfar? Carapace Fragment. Honestly, I don't think he needs the Carapace Fragment. His armor is absorbing quite a lot. I did take off the Carapace Fragment, not the, other thing, right? Yeah, I'd rather give this to someone else. Somebody who can get, like, killed really quickly. That's pretty good. It's good, like, early opener. Definitely not ditching the Signet, and I think, yeah, everything you have is, actually, we can probably remove that thing. Who could use a bit of extra range attack distance? Honestly, Ulfar could use a bit of range attack distance. I'm going to give that to him instead of the Stinger Pod, because his pistol is really short range. So, Stinger Pod. Somebody's got to use it. He's action point starved. I always run out with him. Well, I don't always run out, but it's always, like, close. So I don't want to do anything that'll take away from his action points. And I think this is good. Whatever, we're just going to leave it. So what I actually wanted to do in the inventory was equip one of these. And make sure that everybody has full get up here. So he's got all the combat stimulants, all that ready to go. So we don't need to worry about that. However,
sins
Argenta,
hidden in the heart turn all to
your technology is
everyone
limited,
up.
but I am grateful.
That didn't fix her up. That's because this is the wrong fucking thing. God damn it. They look the same. Damn it. That would have been a good one to hold on to, actually. I will hold on to it for this fight. Skin patch. That's the one I need.
The pain will subside.
I must. Thank you.
Let me tend to your wounds.
Better than nothing.
Ah, yeah, minus 20 strength and toughness. That's not good. We don't want that. Oh, and we still can use it again. Lovely.
The pain will subside.
Took you long enough.
Oh, quit your whining. Okay. Big med kit. This restores 33. Big one restores 38. We'll use large med kits. Wait, why are they different? They're not. Alright, I'm just gonna equip that one. Then the Gladiator's medkit, I will unequip and I'll keep 2 large medkits. We only have 1 character that can do it in this party. No, that's not true. I lied. I am full of lies. As usual. We'll have Irliet there as a reserve medic. And we definitely want to support her a little bit better than we did last time. So, let's quickly save it again and get ourselves going for the next attack on Archon Iremeris. Hopefully this works. No, that's... Okay, I think we can skip through all this. I'm going to pick the same dialogue options here, and I don't feel like rereading. I am recording directly after the last one, so my voice is a little bit screwed at the moment. Ah. Actually, I did click on one other thing, but that's okay. Okay, so I think we can leave Ulfar there again, and I think going up this flank was a good idea. Just, you know, a couple of things went wrong. Where is a good spot for Irliet? I think this is a good spot for Irliet. We just gotta make sure she's defended. Maybe switch these two around. I gotta use cover more. Actually, pull Ulfar back. Put Idira right here again. And I'll stick right here for now. Okay, and then, I think... So, where are we gonna have a front line? I honestly don't know. I will put a... rear? Right here for the moment.
I'll see to it personally.
Just for the moment. Just for Idira's benefit. I think we'll put a front line right there.
I won't compromise my principles.
Apparently this compromises her principles, so we're not going to do that. We'll put it one square over there, because that's fine. Okay. Sure thing, Cyrene. Sure thing.
It's as good as done.
Yeah, there was a bit of cover there. There's a box, but, Alright. Absolutely forewarning on Marazai. He dies very easily. He's super squishy. Prescience on Idira. Idira can do some damage. And then, we're going to drop a Voice of Command
I'll
on
see to it
Idira.
personally.
Buff up her stats. It does buff up, yeah, all characteristics. And then we're going
I'll
to
make it happen.
let her go. And she is going to do a Psychic Assault on everyone. On all of the Incubi. It's not going to hit the Archon. That's okay. We're picking our targets. Question is, do I want to do a little bit of extra damage to one? No, I think I want to start the sensory deprivation stacks.
On it.
So we're going to do this first. Bam! Solid damage. Okay. Oh boy. That's not good. We'll drop a sensory deprivation on your
Was it
Iremeris.
you? Or
Which, what does this do again? Minus 25 penalty to all characteristics reduced by blindness. Okay. Okay. Ah. Yeah. Alright. So I don't know if that... Yeah, she is blinded. Permanent. Nice. She can recover from it, though, so... Well,
what
drop a, let's start getting some exploits on her. Okay. That was good. Idira. Why don't you actually move the rear to here now? So now it's Idira's turn, and she can do it all again. More exploits on Iremeris. Let's just make sure Idira doesn't hit Iremeris until she's ready to hit Iremeris. Who can get some sensory deprivation? I bet you can. And this is risky, I know. But sometimes you gotta take some risks.
stop it!
Alright, that's fine. We took a little bit of damage. What did it do, actually? Rebound. Okay, 7 damage only. That's fine. We can handle that. I'm not going to tempt fate any further. So we'll end her turn there. We need to have her have more things that she can do. Okay, Iremeris in combat. Ow! Holy fuck, she does damage. Okay, we need to do some healing. Okay, well, at least we got Ulfar there, so... It's a miss. Okay, this toxin zone is a bit annoying, but...
I
Alright,
am not your
perfect spot.
Xenos pet.
Let's actually...
monkey.
Maybe we just take her out. Because she can benefit from the exploits, and she's already got 10 on her.
If it serves your cause.
So we'll drop that. Maybe we do this. I'm going to do this.
If
It's going to be a lot of dodge, and and it even keeps some of the exploits right, because it's only taking the ones off that Irliet put on her. That's handy. Well, poised to strike.
If it serves your cause.
She's got an opening, so it's not going to do all that much damage, unfortunately. Take aim. No, we'll do this. And then, Killing Edge. And hope for the best.
Fortune favors
370
the
damage
swift.
is not bad.
My soul
Okay.
shall become
You are in
my
pain.
fire.
Heal
Blessed
yourself.
be the hand of the healer.
Okay. And I tell you what, I think you're going to heal
Guided
Cyrene as
by
well.
faith.
I think that already used up that healing kit, and we can't use another one. Okay. Then you're not going to heal Cyrene. I lied. So you can go there, you can shoot, right?
Rejoice in battle.
100% chance to hit. It's not bad. What about here? Not the best hit chance. 70%. And we gotta get some damage in on that. It's not gonna hit Marazai. It says. So.
Faith without deed. You
Oh, that's the
emperor.
pistol. Whoops, wrong weapon. Most unfortunate. That's okay, because we have wildfire. Oh, we need confident approach.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. This is why I was chosen.
Every single shot hit. It's pretty good. Okay, I need to move her away. Question is where? Somewhere
Thousands
safe.
for the weak.
So I'm gonna move her actually back to here.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
And let's switch to the bolt pistol for a moment. And I can put a single shot into Eremeris from here.
I'll do it.
Perfect. We'll reload that. Can I reload the other one too? I cannot. But we have the right weapon ready, so...
The abominable filth is down.
How?
Is that all you've got?
He just died. How much damage did he take? I'm very confused. Wow, he took 54 toxin damage. He must have been at lower health than I thought and had more toxin on him. Shit! I didn't even see that. Well, that's not ideal. Ulfar's turn. Pistol? I mean, first confident approach.
See how the wolf succeeds? My hand is thunder! My strike is ruin!
Yeah, I think the best option
Wolf's reign!
here is wildfire.
So if I have become the
Leave.
All-Father's worthy
Kick her.
instrument!
She went up to full health. I don't know where that came from. Yeah, I'm pretty confused. That was... Let's look in here. She healed 577 wounds. She gained an extra turn. What the fuck? I don't know.
God,
catch my breath.
I don't know, guys. I don't know what that was. Alright. Wow, Cyrene's almost down. This is, once again, not looking good. Honestly, fuck you. Give Ulfar an extra turn, I suppose.
I'll see to it, personally.
Or I could give Idira an extra turn, that's probably the better bet. Ah, but I'm out of actions now. This isn't good, guys. I think I fucked this up. But then again, there's...
The whispers called to me.
Is it the area, or are we just standing in, like, a toxic ground? I think it's toxic ground. Yeah, you can't always tell, like, when you're standing in a toxic square or not. I wish it was a little more, clear with some of that. Sometimes. Okay, well, take him out. Wow. Well, it took out 4 Incubi and Cyrene, and I'm nearly down, but... This one didn't already have it, right?
Was that you?
Okay.
Or
Sensory deprivation.
will do.
Yeah, I guess this is the toxic. Okay. But this one doesn't, like, show that there's a toxic bloom around it, so... I don't know. I don't know, guys.
Anything else?
Why did Eremeris heal the amount that she healed?
An unworthy soul.
Okay. We're taking way too much damage. And that's probably also a lot of toxin, yeah. It does a ton of toxin.
Another voice to
She's
join
just
my
dead.
choir. I will bathe this battlefield.
Don't think we're gonna win this.
Fury. Let me tend to your wounds. Thank you. Faith without deeds, but you, my emperor.
Okay. Reload. Throw grenade. Can I hit all of them? No, just these.
As
All
the
right, we'll do
emperor
it.
commands, I act. Cleanse and purify. You, my emperor. Doubt
Prevalent
is for the
slaughter?
weak.
Probably could have done that beforehand, but alright.
As the
Furious
emperor
recital.
commands, I act.
Okay. At least that one's kind of out of the action for a moment. So... yeah. We'll go here.
The wolf is on the hunt.
What can we do? We could kick that one away.
None can do this better than a warrior of the All
So I could charge Eremeris, which I'm gonna. Okay.
Feel the icy bite of death!
One attack here.
Comes my hand is thunder!
Wildfire.
My strike is ruin!
Or do we burst this? This will probably do more damage.
I have
Yeah.
become the All-Father's worthy and
Okay. They're coming. Miss. So Idira could come and assist. Doing so would put her in a lot of danger, though. I'm upset that Irliet went down. Like she was in. No, she wasn't really in cover from Eremeris. That's fair. So maybe I need to worry more about Eremeris than these guys for the next run. I think it's going to be a next run. I don't think we're going to make it through this. If I pull you up to here, or here, Can I shriek at all of them? I sure can. Alright, that's good to know. We're gonna do it that way. Put some more stacks of that.
Was that you? Or
Okay.
will do.
Goodbye. You have sensory deprivation on you? Are you blinded? You are. And you are no longer blinded. We're gonna put it back on her.
Anything else?
Okay. And drop a front line right here.
Of course.
Okay, we gotta keep the damage pressure on her. And this is highly dangerous, but
Was that you?
I'm doing it.
Or
Forewarning on Ulfar. Okay, what you doing? Christ.
the whispers call to me.
Still alive. You are still alive.
By the
We're
manner
now
of their
dead.
death,
Okay.
we shall know them.
Okay, Argenta. How to best do this? I mean, we got a nice angle here.
Guided by faith.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. Grenade could do some work as well. Or the flamethrower might be the better option here. No. 16 to 16. What kind of damage? 29 to 29. I mean, Stormbolter's gonna do inevitably more.
Faith
Do it.
without deeds. You, my emperor. This is why I was chosen.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Wildfire. Reload.
As the emperor commands, I act.
And,
I'll do it.
shoot him.
This is why I was chosen.
It's a lot of damage.
As the
Then
emperor
we're gonna run and gun
commands,
over
I
here.
act.
As far as I can get. Perfect. Get over here. It's a little dangerous, but you'll see what I'm about to do. Heal
The pain will
Ulfar.
subside.
Perfect.
No Medicae needed.
And I can still
Just
shoot
give me
again.
some milk.
Flames or bolt gun? Let's do
Doubt
the
is
flames.
for the weak.
20 damage. Okay. And then I'm going to dash away. Let's dash to the side.
Faith without deeds
Either
is
any
worthless.
way we go about it, Eremerus can probably hit both of us, but at least avoid some other stuff. Okay, that's fine. I don't think these do much damage to Ulfar, actually. If we can charge in here. Do I charge? Charge Eremerus. I think that's the best bet. We also have a nice grenade. Yeah, look at this. That's not a bad spot. Okay. We can charge in against the
So
Eremerus.
it shall be.
Cool. Just wasted 2 action points, did nothing. Yeah. That's nice.
I challenge you.
Game, you could be a little, better about certain things. Well, we can wildfire at
None
least.
can do this better than a warrior
So,
of
I
the
think we can kill this
All-Father.
grotesque. We can get some more damage on the Eremerus. Lovely. Cut him in half. Alright. We're not out of this yet. I mean, we probably are.
When Fenris is in battle, oceans bleed.
Okay. Yeah, you do your melee thing. Okay, good. She only did melee. Argenta, what can you do? Many things. What about a frag right there? That's unfortunately going to hit Ulfar. I'd rather not. We could go here.
Rejoice in battle.
Shoot here. 14% chance to hit Ulfar. Not looking
As
at
the
Jolt
emperor
shot.
commands, I act. For you, my emperor.
Okay. More damage on the grotesque here. We got to reload, and then we're gonna wildfire
I'll do it.
and do it again. So this might hit Ulfar.
My emperor.
Yeah, sure did. But it took that guy out,
My emperor.
so I think that was worth it. did a lot of damage. These fucking grotesques heal a lot. Okay. You're in an ideal opportunity, or in an ideal location to do some cleaving, Ulfar. I'd say so myself. So that's what you're gonna do.
My strength is ruined.
Kick anyone? Maybe we kick the grotesque here? Do it. Yeah, you go over there. Bah! He fell over. Okay. We could charge him, too. Though that's going to leave Eremeris to do whatever the hell she wants, and I'd rather she not do whatever the hell she wants. Rather she did nothing, personally. We could shoot it, too. I'm going to shoot Eremeris.
See how I
Okay, and then we got
your father's worthy instrument.
Wildfire, which I will use on a cleave.
So shall I.
Okay,
Feel the
damage is going.
fight of death.
And unfortunately, new enemies arriving. Second wave. We made it to the second wave. Fucking hell, this fight. Kind of hoping that it's a situation like if you defeat Eremeris, the fight ends, but I don't know. Okay, I have no healing left, so there's no point in me moving over there to assist. So what I'm going to do instead is actually unload on this prone grotesque, I think. Or do I unleash some hell over in that general direction? We have a thing here, so I can make use of it still. Yeah, we can totally just get rid of that guy. Multiple of them, probably. Or we fucking grenade them. Yeah, let's do that. That's better. Fortunately, they lived.
I'll do it.
Let's rectify that. Alright.
As the Emperor
See ya.
commands.
Beautiful. Wonderful. Truly delightful.
Faith
Revel in
without
slaughter.
deeds is worthless.
We can run and gun. Yeah, we're gonna run and gun, and then I'm gonna run back. Do I run back over there? No, I'm gonna stay right here, and I'm gonna just pop this guy.
Eradicated.
Momentum? Ah, so close. We almost had momentum. Alright. Grotesque is getting up and healing. These guys are doing their thing. Unfortunately, I'm actually taking damage. I've got momentum, though, and I'm gonna fucking use it. And we're going to do as much work as we can on Eremeris. I'm gonna open it up with kicking her. She can't go anywhere. So, that's what we're gonna do. And then... I'm gonna hit her. I could use Firearm Mastery, but that's just gonna do a spread of damage. So I'd rather use Steady Superiority.
The foe will be torn asunder.
Okay, we got that. We can full auto in here. That'll leave me one action point left, which is fine. Some more damage in on her.
I say fight of death.
The Wildfire. Reload.
So it shall be.
She'll attack me. Yeah, we gotta be wary of that. And then I can shoot her again. 68%. I will tear your throat out personally, monkey. What's going on here? Okay. What? What is with this fight? There is some weird shit. I have, like... Especially, it's all surrounding Ulfar. That triggered some, like, partial cutscene that just prevented him from doing any extra damage, and it didn't progress anything. Calling a little bit of bullshit. We're getting, like... Okay, now I can act again. What the hell? So... Oh, fuck. Some turrets popped up. That's what happened. Are you shitting me? It's just the two, right? Okay, we can keep in cover from them. 88%, 22 to 22. This is 50 to 50. I'm just gonna do this. Kick her again. Alright, it's fine. Everything is okay. That just wasn't clear. Alright, 0 damage from a Dark Lance.
My Caramite hide is strong.
Can't stand it.
Okay, they're coming. I think he can deal with them with a grenade. She's still fucking healing. Oh my god. I don't even know if we can deal enough damage to her. I really don't think we can do enough damage to her. Okay, I'm gonna switch to the Stormbolter here. Everyone on that side's dead. If I move in here.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
And then I drop a controlled shot.
As the Emperor
won't
commands,
hit Ulfar.
I act.
And I think we can hit a lot of enemies. Or a
Doubt
lot of
is for the
potential
weak.
enemies.
This is
Most
why
of
I
them are just
was
gonna hit that. Okay, some more damage on the Remerus. And a lot of fucking damage on the
I'll do it.
rack. Or grotesque right there. Okay, so that's something. We can aim in a way that it's only going to hit the grotesque. We can at least get it out of the way. No, it won't get it out of the way, but it'll do more damage to it. Fucking, we will get it out of the way. All right then. Revel and slaughter. All right, good job, Argenta. And honestly, let's dash out of here. We in cover? Yeah,
Faith
we should be in
without
cover from
deeds
that.
is worthless.
Close. Okay, Ulfar. You gotta lay into her. She's gotta go. We can throw a frag here. We can throw a crack grenade here. That would hit both of them. Does quite a lot of damage too. 27 to 55. Or we grenade them. Free frag grenade. Just gonna kill them. Can't do it. Just get him out of here. Goodbye. Revel and slaughter. That's gonna be clutch. So now, if I shoot her 23 to 23, 94% chance. Yep. Pretty good. Kick her. Okay. Wildfire.
So shall it be.
Shoot her again. Run and gun. Chopper. 56. We're doing okay. If we take her down, I think we have a chance. These guys can't usually hit anything. They are
My saga is nearing its glorious
okay.
end.
As long as she keeps missing. Fucking healing, though. It is so nasty. Okay, Argenta.
Guided by faith.
Yep. Do a reload.
As the Emperor
Rather not spend
commands,
actions
I
on this,
act.
but beggars can't be choosers. Controlled shot. Full auto. 84%.
Doubt is for the weak. This is why I
And
was
some extra
chosen.
damage on the Remerus.
For you, my Emperor.
Get that chip damage going.
I'll do it.
Wildfire. That one hit Ulfar. I'll take it.
Faith without. This is
Another
strife
fucking
is a prayer.
grotesque down. Holy shit, she's doing work. Oh my god. Stay there, honestly. I think. So we can't really get into proper cover from them. I don't know. Maybe
As the
we
Emperor
move back here again.
commands, I act.
It worked last time. Maybe it'll work this time again too. Okay, that one can't do anything. Parried. All right, now is the time. Kill her. Holy fuck. We can do this. We have to. There's no other option. It's a lot of damage. Do it again.
See how the
Okay, we gotta reload.
I see bite of death.
Alright, parried. Parried. That was risky. Kick her. Lovely. We could chop her, but then we can't wildfire. I'm gonna wildfire. And then we shoot her again. 70% chance. Come on. He's so close to dead. Oh no. I may have used... I should have potentially used rapid fire here. Thankfully, still not hitting. Uh-oh, he's coming up. That's not good. Come on. Not like this. Good. Good, good, good. Unfortunately, this might let her move. So we had her pinned in there. Oh, for fuck's sake. Really? I guess it's just infinite. Oh, and an incubus this time. Great. Oh, boy. We're fighting the entire damn Cabal. This is wild. Parried.
Pain cleanses the body.
How are you doing? You're doing good? Is it my turn?
I will
It's her
endure.
turn. Steady superiority. Reload first. Ulfar being in the way is a bit of a problem. Yeah, that was maneuvered, and yeah, I couldn't really do anything about it. I could clear out this flank here. 461 health. I think I'm just going to ignore that flank there, personally. I'm going to go here.
Of the Emperor will be undone.
I will do a controlled shot here, and what can we do? No, he does still absorb the shots, so...
Doubt is for the weak.
I'm going to do some damage to this grotesque.
This is why I was chosen.
It does damage.
As the Emperor
No arguing
commands,
about
I
that.
act.
Okay, do it again.
Faith without deeds is you, my Emperor. This is why I was chosen.
Oh, so close. It is so close to dead. So, I could switch to the bolt pistol, and actually... No, we're going to do
In
status
thy
superiority.
light
That's
I
got more
stand,
long-term
and thy
benefits.
light
But we got our bolt
praise.
pistol going. I could just kill it. I'm gonna.
None
Goodbye.
can escape the
Another one
Emperor's
dead.
judgment.
All of the grotesques are down. It's just Eremerus, and fucking... I really hope she dies. Like, this turn.
Emperor, protect me.
No, Emperor ain't gonna protect you, pals. I am so glad those are missing. Okay, they're getting close. She's gonna have to deal with them.
My saga is nearing its glorious
Okay.
end.
Eremerus dies right now. What's a crack grenade gonna do? Not enough. The bolt pistol is better. Maybe I rapid fire. I'm gonna rapid fire this. And then we're gonna do it. 60% only. It does reduce the hit chance. I don't know. I feel like rapid fire isn't all that good.
Bite of death!
It's not terrible. We'll reload. Okay, thankfully that's a parry. We can shoot her again. Or I kick her. Then she's gonna move. I'll shoot her first. Maybe we'll finish her with a kick. 94%. That's pretty good. He's so close to dead. Wildfire. I can do it. Shoot her. How are you still alive?
My strike is ruin!
Boot to the head.
Disgrace!
Okay, the turrets go down. Is it over? I don't think so. I think we gotta fucking finish this fight. Oh boy. We die now, I'm gonna be upset. Okay, please don't kill me. Good. Ulfar can handle it. Argenta, you're taking a bit of damage. That's a problem over there, but we have solutions for this sort of thing. It's called full auto
As the Emperor
Stonebolter
commands, I
at
act.
close range. Tends to sort these problems out pretty good. So let's move. That's in the poison, so let's not move there. I'm fine where I am. You know what? We don't need to go anywhere. For now. Shoot him.
God Emperor, move
Okay,
through me.
never mind.
Fire in my heart.
Okay. Well, they're dead. Revel and Slaughter.
Doubt is for the weak.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
I'll do it.
Wildfire.
As the Emperor commands, you, my Emperor. This is why I was chosen.
All right.
Faith
We're
without
going.
deeds is worthless.
Okay. Pull away.
Doubt is for the weak.
Get as far away from them as possible. They can one shot her.
stand it.
Okay, they're coming in. They're all coming in. This is a bit dangerous. Okay. Oh boy, you can't reach me. Good. You're all going for. No!
My blood is all but
Is he
gone.
down? Oh shit!
Still stand.
Oh, that's
My faith shields me.
Argenta. It's all you. Oh no. Oh no.
I'll do it.
Alright, let's rush. I don't know if I'm in attack of opportunity range, so I'm
As
gonna
the
dash out of here
Emperor
first
commands, I
and then
act.
move back. And we're in the back corner here, and it's basically just unleash everything we got.
Faith without deeds is you, my eradicated.
One down,
Strike is
two
a
down.
prayer.
Holy fuck. Maybe we can do this. Do it.
As the Emperor commands, why I was chosen. Eradicate.
Yes! Look at go, Argenta! Oh, she could use the other one. Reload. This automatically does a reload. Right? Yes, it doesn't auto-reload. Oh, you are his will-made manifest. Nobody is questioning that. Die.
For the weak. Each strike is a prayer.
Die.
As the Emperor commands, you, my Emperor. Call this a strike. I'll do it.
This is insane.
For you, my Emperor. As the Emperor commands, I act. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Holy fuck. Marajai turns to you. He's holding a crystal coruscating with otherworldly fire.
Cyrene, look at this. Your enemy's soul is in the palm of your hand, under your complete control, at the mercy of your desires. Is it not the greatest revenge for past wrongs? Does this thing offer any practical benefit? It does. Eremer's suffering will give me strength on the battlefield. Perhaps one day I will want to replace her soul with the essence of another, more worthy opponent. But that will not come to pass anytime soon.
Alright. We'll touch the crystal. You bring your hand near the crystal, or just bringing your hand near the crystal is enough for you to feel the wave of psychic energy emanating from it. When your fingers brush the icy surface, the maelstrom of another's emotions bursts into your mind. Hatred, bloodlust, terror, despair. And, unable to endure the onslaught, you draw your hand back. Marajai scoffs, blithely drags 2 fingers across the crystal, and returns it to its proper place on his belt. We should go. Alright. First we're gonna loot everything. Oh my. Where's Eremerus? Oh. That's a webway portal. Okay. Oh god. The Mandrake's words are barely comprehensible. The creature is clearly not accustomed to the tongue of its dark kin.
The Draken didn't offer sacrifice for our deeds. The Draken must become the sacrifice.
Marajai places a hand on his weapon. His voice sounds calm, but his gaze is as tense as he peers at the dark creature before him.
You should not have crawled out of the abyss that your wretched kind call home. Consider our pact broken. Nazarkai did not uphold his end of the bargain, so I had to finish the job myself. The result matters not. The sacrifice will be made.
The Mandrake's head turns to you.
Make the sacrifice, monkey. The tribe never relents. The tribe will find you. With pure heart, I will raise my horn in praise to the Allfather on the day that this sharp-tongued scum dies. The foul Xenos may be a meager trophy, but he is still our trophy. Giving him up without a fight to this talking mop is shameful.
Talking mop. God, I love Wolfar.
I certainly hope that our partnership is worth it, Marajai. Keeping you around is costly.
The Drukhari glowers at you.
So is keeping you, Cyrene. Shh, senseless creature. The tribe will find you. The tribe will have its sacrifice.
They gonna leave? Yeah, they are. Alright. Oh my god, what a fucking final fight for this act. That was fucking brutal. Okay, well, we got a lot of Drukhari stuff, a lot of Incubus armor. Shadowfield, hell yeah, look at that. That's gonna be pretty good. Incubus Claves, I think we can throw most of these away. I'll keep one. It's a 2-handed weapon. We have the Jin Blade of Eremerus, and we have the Agonizing Splinter Pistol. Well, this thing did way more damage than 8 to 10. What the hell is this? Yeah, that looks pretty good. Absolutely take that. Alright, Shadowfield. At the beginning of combat, the wearer gains the Shadowfield effect. While under this effect, the wearer counts as being in a full cover against all ranged attacks. The effect is lost when the wearer is hit by a ranged attack and suffers damage from it. That's pretty good. It's much like the Shadowfields in the tabletop game, which gave you 2-up armor or invuln save. I can't remember. But if it ever fails once, then it's gone. Carmine Crown. That doesn't look like a fucking Carmine Crown. That looks like a monocle. Whenever a bleeding, burning, or toxin effect inflicted by the wearer deals damage to an enemy, the enemy suffers minus 5% armor against the wearer's attacks, and the wearer gains 5% critical hit chance against them. That's pretty good. Warlord's Amulet. The wearer gains int bonus dodge, or grants the wearer's int bonus percentage dodge to the wearer and their allies. That's awesome. Monkey Hide Cloak. Cape. Decreases all incoming damage except direct damage by 1%. It's okay. Hold on to them. Okay, anything else around here worth looting?
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Plenty. Look at all these dead guys. Alright. Wow. This was, I think, the biggest fight we've had. And also...
Those innards need take leave of their gut.
Innards need take leave of their gut. A little far. You are wonderful. Let's level up. So, rank 2 of Exemplar here. Can increase some skills here. I think we should increase our commerce. And we could take another talent. I'm going to take Improvised Stratagem. That sounds kind of fun. Okay. Lore Warp for Edir... No, this is Irliet. Lore Xenos for Irliet. And, wait. This is Irliet, right? Yeah. Create an opening. If an enemy suffers a critical hit from one of the assassin's allies, at the start of the assassin's turn, a new opening is created on that enemy. I mean, that's good, but... whenever the assassin attacks an enemy with a single target attack, this attack reduces the enemy's armor and dodge by 10% until the end of the assassin's turn. Not so good for her. That's potentially good, at least as a defensive thing. She doesn't do direct damage. Okay, so that kind of works with the elusive shadow. The assassin is elusive at the start of their turn. They gain +4 movement points and 10 lethality. That being said, she doesn't move too much. No. Poised to strike we don't have. We don't do direct damage, I think. Each use of aim for the opening on the same target reduces the target's dodge and dodge reduction by 10%. Okay, so aim for the opening can stack. Interesting. Whenever the assassin has no more than one adjacent enemy, any enemy that moves into a cell adjacent to the assassin... No. Or fall prone. Become immobilized. Maybe. Leave no witness. The enemy last damaged by the assassin suffers the witness effect. If a witness does not have the assassin in their line of sight at the end of the assassin's turn, that witness suffers 31% of the maximum base damage of the assassin's current weapon. Lethality heightens. Whenever the assassin deals 5 or more direct damage... Yeah, still don't do it. Mortally effective. Whenever the assassin hits a target with an attack that has 100 lethality or greater, I mean, she can get that pretty easily. The assassin immediately... Yeah, I'm going to take that, because she's always action point starved. Mortally effective. Alright, Idira. You're getting Lore Warp. And... she almost never uses all of her action points, so we don't need to get more action points for her. However... okay, that's pretty good. Subtle manipulation. So she can use damaging psychic powers without, while being threatened without provoking attacks of opportunity. Yep. Okay, Ulfar. Excuse me. Wanted to level you up. Okay. What is your thing? I guess you have a lot of carouse, and you probably also have a lot of athletics. We'll give you carouse. Why not? That's kind of your thing. Brutal Hunter? No, the Deathworld ones are Not great. Blood Haze, that sounds like something. Whenever the Arch-Militant has killed at least one enemy with a melee attack this round, the Arch-Militant gains 14% bonus to dodge. Close quarters training? No. Crippling Blasts. That's kind of good. What about critical versatility? That's pretty good. Increase the critical damage that he can deal. Marzipan, what are your main things here? We have 90 athletics, 27 awareness, 58 carouse, 40 coercion. I don't actually know what his best skills are. Legit, he doesn't really have any skills that are all that good. We'll give him more athletics. Extra damage from Death Whisper. I mean, I use Death Whisper almost every turn, so sure. 10 extra damage ain't nothing. More Demolition or Medicae? I think I'm going to give her more Medicae. And then, what's Focal Point? Priority target. Preferred targets? No. Genius? That could be good. What's Calm and Steady? Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah. Keep half of the regular bonuses from versatility. I like that. So, I think it's time we get out of here. Into the webway portal. Let's leave. Through this place. And surprisingly, no demons. It would have been kind of cool if some demons joined in as like a third party for the final fight. Just sowed some chaos, attacked whoever was closest to them or something. That would have been pretty cool. I mean, Idira did summon a demonette, which was promptly unsummoned by Irliet. Alright, where is this going to lead us?
With the physical horrors of Commorragh behind them, a long and arduous journey possible only with the help of a Xenos guide lay ahead for the rogue trader and her party. From one strange destination to the next, through unknowable environments, the mere sight of which could drive one to madness. Despite the challenges, they managed to escape the labyrinthian webway and find their way back home.
Is this home? Where are we? This looks like it could be at least partially home. Old man. A poorly shaved commoner in worn coveralls eyes you with suspicion. He's clutching an autogun that looks like it is one careless reload away from falling apart. The man narrows his eyes and inquires, "Oi! Who are you lot? You're not bandits, are you?" Upon noticing a non-human in your retinue, the old man grimaces with contempt and clutches the Aquila hanging around his neck.
And chumming around with inhuman scum, no less. Begone, you lanky freak! I compel you in St. Cognatius's name, in St. Nicomedes' Keith's name, in St. Drusus's name! Is the monkey possessed or simply mad?
Let's do persuasion here.
I'm the mistress of this planet, Cyrene von Valancius, and I require something of you. Blessed Rome! You're joking me, her ladyship! In these here backwoods, what an honor! A big ol' honor, this!
The man drops to his knees and tries his best to hide his travesty of a firearm, pretending that he was not just pointing it at your chest a moment ago.
I'm just a low-born, small, humble man. I've only ever seen your lustrous visage on the icons in the temples of the capital. So, who are you? I'm a scout, your ladyship. I wander these woods. I test the soil.
Taking great care, the old man reaches into his sack and pulls out a scratched auspex with a long spike, wrapped in a muddy rag.
The tech priest told me, once in 1,000 steps you have walked, thrust the mystical probe into the soil, say a prayer, and then press the smaragdine seal. Offer 3 prayers to the Emperor, then press the ruby seal. Thus will the probe test the land and tell you the minerals dwell therein.
What do the people of Janus say about my abduction?
Was it? Did some rotter abduct you? Who could perpetrate such villainy, kidnapping her ladyship? The nerve! We ain't heard nothing here on Janus.
How are things in the colony?
I won't shame myself by complaining. We live, thanks be to the God Emperor and your ladyship. We pray for your health every day. Our good masters, the wise magi, they take care of us. Every month, we give them a drop of blood as payment for protecting us, and they use it to brew potions that can detect freaks. We do whatever mystical tasks they require of us, and for that, the magi order the irrigation facilities to yield twice as much.
His expression darkens.
There's this plague going around on Janus, though. Makes your hair fall out, your skin go pale, and your voice disappear. Turns normal emperor-fearing folks into right freaks, scum of humanity. We call folks like that wretches, scary to look at. Better to put them all down. Well, we do, little by little, with poison.
Is the Emperor well, or the Governor well?
Can't say I've the foggiest. We've never heard the Governor's name, but it still beats living under that accursed heretic, Vistenza the Bloodsucker.
I need a shuttle and some means of contacting the astropathic choir so I can summon my voice ship here.
In a jiffy, your ladyship. Please be welcome to our flying ferry. It's right over yonder in the brush. It's also where our expedition's Vox Wizard is staying.
Eklendil shoots you a keen look and asks coldly, "Will your capital offer protection? I do not wish to exchange one prison for another." The old man glances at the Farseer suspiciously.
Will that there chatty mug be flying to the capital with your ladyship? He's got an awful big mouth. He looks like trouble.
Yes, the Xenos is coming with me, as my guest. With a frowning grimace, the commoner bows and mutters under his breath,
"Oh, this won't end well. With guests like these, better grab them by the floppers and to the pyre. Burn them right quick."
Ah, good old well-educated Imperial commoners. Well, it looks like we made it to Janus. That's good. Nice bit of greenery and sun after whatever the hell we experienced in Commorragh couldn't do us wrong. And immediately back to the ship. Guess they came and picked us up. Alright. How's everybody doing? The high-ranking officers beam with genuine happiness. Danrock steps forward and solemnly says, "Welcome to the bridge, Lord Captain. Like the rest of the crew, we are overjoyed by your return and thank the Emperor for it." The crew stares in awe and terror at the giant towering over the crowd. Some make the sign of the Aquila on their chests, others collapse to their knees with the prayer to the God Emperor on their lips. The wave of pious shock does not seem to discompose Ulfar in the slightest. I almost said decompose. He just chuckles into his beard and glances around curiously. Marajai's presence alone is enough to elicit gasps of dismay and whispers from the crowd. The Drukhari ignores all Monkey reactions to his person and surveys the ship's bridge, examining every detail with ostentatiously cool interest. His markedly casual posture is belied by the subtle and unusual tension in his body.
Cyrene, light of my eyes, I am overjoyed to see you among us once more. Truly, the Exalted One is merciful for showing you the way back home. I hope all the Ashmags who left us to languish without our Lord Captain have already become food for the warp demons. More than you would know. The deck overflows with dazzling shades of yellow as the crew welcomes its lady, and I join them in this greeting.
Pascal offers a respectful bow. The return of the mistress of the temple is an event honored by every spirit that dwells within the sacred systems and machines of this abode.
First off, how much do you know about my abduction? Not much, Lord Captain. All contact with your party was lost shortly after the supposed pirates boarded your ship and abducted your companions' kinspeople. We immediately sent shuttles with boarding parties to your aid, but we didn't find anyone on the ship save for the crew, all of whom had been either butchered or driven insane.
Iliet's expression is inscrutable, but her eyes are fixed on you and you alone.
Since your ladyship's body was never recovered, we hoped against hope that you were still alive. Alas, even our most alert auger operators never spotted anything suspicious, and thus our ignominious failure put you in dire peril. Dare we inquire what happened to your ladyship?
I can blame them. Let's not.
My loyal servants, the accursed Xenos, tried to take your leader from you. But their plan has failed. I am once again with you. Are you with me? Death to the enemies of House von Valancius. Show us the culprits, and we'll tear their heads off, the lot of them. And we'll tear the heads off the lot of them, and stack them next to your throne, Lord Captain.
The furious officers grab their weapons, as if eager to crush the foes who dared breach the sanctity of your person right here and now.
This is so touching.
Marajai's voice is laced with venom.
Where has my ship been all this time? The Officers' Council decided to take the ship to Footfall, where one can hear the gossip of the entire expanse. Our agents tirelessly searched for information about your ladyship. Had we heard even a whisper of where you were imprisoned, we would have immediately launched a rescue operation. While you were absent, Lord Captain, we made every effort to find you. That resulted in a number of modifications to the ship that have significantly upgraded it. Thanks to a favorable deal secured by the esteemed High Factotum, the ship is now equipped with state-of-the-art auger systems and direction finders from Kiavagama. Well, that is quite enough fawning and fussing. I wish to return to my duties immediately.
But the crew is overcome with joy and gratitude to the God Emperor. Nonetheless, your will is absolute. He smacks his lips awkwardly and adds in a quieter voice, Lord Captain, the senior officers will report to you shortly. In your absence, we received a number of astropathic messages and dispatches that demand your attention. Okay. Nomos. Oh, yeah, of course. I've almost forgotten about you. Oh, you're inhabiting a servitor now. That's lovely. A group of servitors suddenly stirred, their movements frighteningly identical even for automatons. They stare at you and say in perfect unison, Hello. Nomos have come to welcome you back. We sense that a great deed has been done, a vivid imprint on existence. You did something important. What was it? I triumphed over the enemies of humanity by pitting the archenemy's blight against that of the Xenos. How is that a triumph? You desire other victories. We know that you do. Unexpected decisions are unavoidable. All life is inconsistent. We understand that. The chorus of servitors pauses, as if the controlling entity is busy thinking. We must go now. We will come to speak with you later. Another pause follows, so long that the silence becomes more piercing than a scream. The servitors finally break it. We felt sadness when we could no longer communicate with you, and we were worried about your fate. Oh, that's nice. One can detect with the naked eye the moment when Nomos leaves the bridge. The servitors stop moving in sync, and slowly shuffle off to their posts. A little bit of heresy going on here. Alright, here's Generous Danrock. Alright, I'm back in my throne. Ah, it's good to be back. Your ladyship, I must report highly compromising information about a member of your retinue, namely Mistress Jai Hadari, who, it turns out, is nothing of the sort, but a commoner, a fugitive from the law, and a deserter from the Imperial Guard. I have solid evidence to prove it. How did you come to know of this? In your ladyship's absence, the burden of watching over the dynasty's treasury fell upon my shoulders. I deemed Jai Hadari the likeliest threat to the dynasty's material security. I had my people conduct an investigation, and they uncovered a past connection between Hadari and an individual by the name of Mercy, a highly influential figure in the Casbalica mission with a dangerous reputation. Fearing that the predatory interests of the Casbalica would pose a threat to your coffers, I began my own investigation. It was entirely reasonable to suspect collusion of some kind between Hadari and Mercy, and so my suspicions were confirmed. The two were connected. It was from Mercy's associates that I acquired compromising intelligence on Hadari. I want to know the details. I may have overlooked some nuances, but I have solid evidence that the person whom we presently know as Jai Hadari served in the 19th Ifrit Regiment, and was identified as the perpetrator of numerous instances of theft and smuggling, as well as desertion. And this individual is not of noble birth, but of the lowest origins. This evidence had better be incontrovertible. The factotum bows and holds out a data slate to you. It's all here, your ladyship. Official records from the Administratum, attestations from the Departmentum Munitorum, and much more besides. I wish to see Jai Hadari. We have something to discuss. Jai? Shopped me, did you, you little wannabe questor? Jai's voice and bearing undergo a stark transformation. Biting soldier slang cuts through her typically gentle speech. Don't miss a thing, your servants, Cyrene von Valancius, and they're sneaky as too. They'll climb up a grok's ass to find out what they want to know. I think we need to talk about your past. Only if this scum slings his hook. Jai nods at the now much paler Danrock.
Well, your ladyship, ask away. I'll tell it like it is. I'm not going to try to wriggle out of it.
So, tell me your real story.
So what do you want to hear, Cyrene? A children's tale about a beautiful princess? A ballad about a queen of thieves? How about a new story, Cyrene? Once upon a time, there was a little girl who lived on a sand-covered lump of rock, and the core of that rock contained untold riches for servants of the Imperium. The girl scraped out those riches with her little hands, breaking her back and coughing up her lungs, on behalf of people who had never clapped eyes upon her, and who would never know her name. She did this every day until she turned 16, and then his servants came and drafted the girl into the 19th Ifrit Regiment. Can you imagine? Of course, the regiment was wiped out on its first sortie, but the girl survived. The Exalted One protects. So what was next? Years serving in the Astra Militarum, just a shitload of hard labor, and fighting, and deals, and shady connections, and new opportunities. But everything in this world ends sooner or later, Cyrene. The now not-so-little girl went and fell in with the Casbalica. She saved up a little gold, and she even indulged in excess from time to time, until living the good life almost cost the little girl her head after her patrons got caught in an internal investigation between the Officio Prefectus and Departamento Munitorum. So the girl ran as fast as her little legs could carry her, until her eyes and the beams of fortune brought her to the expanse. A shitty story, all things considered, Cyrene.
Is your real name, or is Jai your real name at least?
I swear on the grave of my drunkard father who sold me into the mines, and on the lives of the 11 siblings I never had, Cyrene.
No, it most definitely is not. Fuck's sake. I'm not gonna kill her.
Do you have a family?
The folks on Footfall are my only family, Cyrene. The trickster twins and the rest of the rabble, plain talking and loyal as dogs. And sometimes as dull as the pommel of a worn-out blade.
So, you used to be in the Imperial Guard.
Corporal Heydari reporting for duty, ma'am. I've had enough of the Astra Militarum shit to last a lifetime, Cyrene. And my body's collected enough souvenirs from run-ins with Xenos and heretics to last 2 lifetimes. Except when it comes to the Guard, there's no such thing as used to be. That wretched life sank its claws into me good. But that also means I remember what it's like to be a small, shaking, insignificant pawn. And that's why I appreciate what I have now, all the more.
How did you get involved with Casbalica?
What? You think it's difficult? Once me and my fellow guardsmen snuck into the upper city in search of a good watering hole, where the high and mighty of that world congregated. Another time, our regiment was sent to defend the tallest spires on a hive world. And I had an epiphany. I saw how the other half lives. And by half, I mean the ones born with a diamond spoon in their mouth, instead of an entrenching shovel rammed up their arse. My eyes were open to the truth, Cyrene. The Imperium is full of opportunities, even for people like myself. The trick is knowing whose palms to grease, whose boots to lick, whose throat to squeeze, and whose arses to kick. I was very popular with everyone in the Guard Command, you see. I'd procure things for them, whatever they wanted. And so the Casbalica took notice.
So you're a deserter as well?
You know, Cyrene, I could still be bouncing around from one world to another, holed up on tired old ships with only venal grunts for company, if I hadn't decided I wanted more for my life. I accepted a shipment from the Casbalica of certain chemicals. You know, for carnal pleasures and the like. Some bigwig was throwing a party to celebrate his 5th decade in the service.
Okay.
And that's when I caught the attention of the newly arrived commissar. I was rummaging through the pockets of Astra Militarum with one hand, and shuffling the Casbalican cargo with the other. You can imagine what would have happened to my head had the commissar not started with my higher-ranked patrons.
Well, that explains the lung implant, but what about the hand?
It was orcs. Not everything I say is a lie, Cyrene.
Okay.
Whoop the fu- Never mind.
So who is this Mercy that Danrock has accused you of associating with?
We knew each other once. He helped me make the move to the Expanse and establish my first connections. But that's an old story I prefer not to poke at if I can help it. Things are good in my life now, and I don't need mercy.
And about your new persona?
Are you worried I'm going to start spitting on the deck and shriveling your officers' ears with my foul tongue? Don't be, Cyrene. I much prefer being seen as a princess rather than a deserter. I'll continue to play the part in front of the others, but you wanted to talk frankly, so I've dropped the act.
I think we have covered everything. Return to your duties.
Sir, yes, sir, your ladyship, Cyrene. I'll be here, all primed and ready to go.
Jai's lips curve into a faint smile now that the seal of silence that has shackled them for years has finally been broken. You can understand. Now then, Lord Captain, shall we get to business? We have a number of items to go over. Quick thoughts on Jai Hidari. I mean, I suppose to be expected, but altogether an understandable desire, so not gonna hold it against her. Definitely keep an eye on her, but can't fully trust her. That's okay. You don't need to.
The Expanse is in flames. Your ladyship's squadrons and smaller groups of despicable Drukhari raid our systems. The cult of the Final Dawn has emerged in full force, wreaking havoc everywhere. We have heard rumors of the fall of Santiel's pride, House Corda's world, an outrageous sacrilege given how abundant and inexpensive promethium is there. Strife has broken out between House Winterscale and House Corda. Chaos reigns everywhere. Only the esteemed Lord Inquisitor is trying to fight it, concentrating all available forces at footfall to draw them into a fist that will smash the rampaging heretics and Xenos vermin. What kind of Xenos are attacking the Expanse? Drukhari, your ladyship. Their squadrons, both large and small, are invading the Expanse, unleashing carnage on planets, taking captives by the thousands, and attacking ships. It is as if something has poked their nest, if you will, and now they are lashing out. I don't know. Who could have done that? How fare the worlds of my dynasty? The heretics' malicious attacks make it difficult to maintain astropathic contact with the colonies. The cult of the Final Dawn strikes everywhere, and their sleeper agents are active on every planet. On Viabo 6, a mutiny was crushed after a group of newly arrived prisoners succumbed to blasphemous propaganda. But other worlds stand firm against the onslaught of the enemies of humanity, and do not succumb to their pernicious influence. Is Xavier Calcazar leading the defense? Exactly. The esteemed Lord Inquisitor Calcazar has declared himself Warden of the Coronus Expanse and issued orders to requisition troops. He has made Footfall his base of operations, as it was the most logically convenient point, or logistically convenient point. From there, his fleet strikes throughout the Expanse, destroying the forces of the Cult of the Final Dawn and the abominable Drukhari. He may be all that currently stands in the way of the Expanse being reduced to ashes. Well, we better offer him some assistance, then. When heretics laid siege to Euphrates II, the hallowed forge of the Cognizance fleet and the Lord Inquisitors sent an enormous force. Now they and the Explorator squadrons, recalled from the front lines, stand together against the heretics in the battle for the sacred planet. And what is the source of the strife between Incendia and Caligos? When the esteemed Lord Inquisitor called upon the rogue traders to join his forces, her ladyship Incendia Corda heeded the summons, while his lordship Caligos Winterscale ignored it. Rumor has it that his refusal was defiant in manner, and served as a pretext for Lady Corda to declare war on House Winterscale. Great. Winterscale's ships are being hunted and his worlds occupied under the pretense of compelling them to submit to the Imperial Creed. Surprisingly, for all his love of fighting, Winterscale is in no hurry to defend his domain. According to intercepted astropathic messages, he and his retinue are currently on Quetzaltemer hunting down a Xenos fleet. The Eldari, by all appearances. Really? Just the regular Asuryani? Alright, maybe we need to deal with Caligos. Is there anything else I should know? There have been other minor developments, if you so wish. I will gladly bring you up to speed on the bridge. I would not want them to take any time away from this occasion. Well, thank you for your report. Lord Captain, Abelard bows his head. Allow me to make a request. A personal one. While you were away, the choir master received an astropathic message from Dargonus. It concerns my family. The Wersarians have been accused of treason against House von Valancius. What? How is that possible? I cannot comprehend it. The Seneschal shakes his head helplessly. The Wersarians have served the Rogue Trader dynasty loyally for generations. This is hard to admit, but the news has come as a crushing blow. Yeah, can imagine. The accusations were leveled by, or on behalf of, the Drive Stems. Yep, figured. The governing house. Under normal circumstances, the investigation would not have required your involvement, and my entire family would have been... But being of noble stock, the Wersarians are entitled, under an ancient custom, to petition for a rogue trader's personal protection, once in a generation. Your personal protection, Lord Captain. Abelard raises his gaze to you. Do not deny us that honor. I implore you. Tell the choir master to send a message to Dargonus saying that I will personally take part in the investigation. Abelard breathes a sigh of relief and seems to grow an inch or two taller. It will be done, Lord Captain. Yeah, of course, we're not going to leave Abelard hanging dry. I mean, if they are guilty, we'll find that, and I'm sure Abelard will come around. Idira hurriedly enters the study, sniffing and hunching her shoulders. She looks haggard. There are bags under her eyes, and her hair is disheveled.
and her hands quiver slightly every few moments. With some efforts, she focuses her eyes on you and forces a crooked smile. She is not doing good. That Drukhari mind thing fucked her up pretty good.
Lord Captain, I wanted to thank you for not leaving me with that sick homunculus. And I'm sorry if I said a bunch of things I shouldn't have said. I was pretty out of it. You just don't know what it's like to finally be alone with your own thoughts. It wasn't easy to give that up, and believe it was just another trap set by the Xenos. Well, thanks to you, things are back to the way they've always been. The door's cracked open again, and my dear old whisperers are back to torture me, the rascals. She chuckles bitterly. You know, I didn't come here just to get all teary-eyed and grateful on you. It's something important. Something about my whispers. See, I've been dealing with some interesting visions, and I feel like how we deal with those visions is going to decide my fate. I know it sounds dramatic, but I'm being dead serious. I keep having the same vision over and over again. I'm walking down a corridor, and there's this door at the end. I just know that right behind that door is blissful silence. All I've got to do is reach out and open it. So I touch it with my fingers. I can feel the cold, rough metal, and then I suddenly snap out of it, and always find myself staring at a wall in some compartment or another. I look behind me, and all the doors on the way are open, but I have no memory of how I got there. Lord Captain, I'll cut to the chase. Please help me find that door. I'm not joking. This is a matter of life and death. My gut tells me it's my last chance to deal with my powers, and if I don't... Before I make my decision, I have questions to ask you. Absolutely, Lord Captain. Ask me anything, and I'll try my best to answer. What do you think is behind that door? I have no idea. Maybe it's some incredible implant from the tech priest's secret stores, or, I don't know, a serum kept in the Inquisition's vault. Maybe such a thing as archaeotech, right? Plenty of it lying around. Maybe some of it could help me. Idira is trying to maintain a facade of confidence while simultaneously pulling at a hangnail so hard her finger begins to bleed. Do your visions contain any clues on where to start looking? Vague ones, as usual. I think I can hear the muffled cries of some weird birds, and my head is sweating like it's somewhere hot, except I'm surrounded by rockcrete. Your everyday Imperium stuff, except it reeks of burnt flesh, fried cables, and chemicals. And it gives off a sense of despair, suffering. Thick like tar, hangs in the air, gets into your nose and throat, makes you sick. I've only been to one other place that felt like that, the homunculus's lair. She flinches. Sorry, that's about it. Nothing more concrete. But I think if we get close enough, I'll sense it immediately. Is the door you describe similar to the door your whispers come from? No, well, I don't know. It feels different. The one from the visions feels very, real. I can even touch it. It's definitely not an illusion. It really does exist somewhere, and trust me, neither of us wants to open the other door, the whispering one. What if it's a trap? No way, it can't be. Whatever, I'll go in alone if you like. Just please help me get there. Alright, we'll find this door. I give you my word. Some of the darkness in Idira's eyes clears, and her smile widens slightly. Thank you, Lord Captain. I knew you wouldn't leave me in a bind. As soon as I sense we're close, I'll let you know right away. Okay, anybody else coming? Petition? Jai? The Exalted One bless the House of Von Valancius for the largesse of your spirit, Cyrene, and thank you for deigning to speak with me. Jai turns unusually hesitant, now tentatively choosing the words that only a moment ago rolled off her tongue in an uninterrupted cascade. Here's the thing, Cyrene. My network of trade representatives has been stretched a little too thin recently, like a chiffon dress on a whore. Supplies are all over the place, orders aren't being filled, clients are kicking off, and not without reason. The revenue's plummeting. And if that wasn't bad enough, my guys running things from Footfall have been incommunicado recently, and an astropathic message has finally come in to tell me why. Some Ashmag, or Ashmags, throne smite them, have captured my gang, and they're threatening to kill every last one of those hard-grafting whelps if I don't do what they want. And they only want one thing, my Mercatum Tabula Officiale in exchange for my gang's lives. Jai tosses her thick mane of hair and grits her teeth, looking more vicious than you have ever seen her. But I'm not giving up my certificate for anything. And nor am I going to leave my guys high and dry. That's why I'm begging for your help and protection, Cyrene. If I have to step into a cage of hyenas, I'd rather do it with a lion at my side. Toloman did not say who sent the message. Cyrene, you know yourself that all this astropathic chit-chat is nothing but a stream of images, thoughts, intentions, nothing concrete. But I don't need the name of the sender. I already know it. I can smell Falco's stench all over this. Or else it's Vladame's doing. This is just that damned Ashmag style, Aji, take him. It could be a bluff. It could, Cyrene, but I've been missing the familiar stench of the docks, and darling Octi in her bar, and even the stony gaze of the Exalted One that watches over you whenever you're on footfall. I'm homesick, you see. The tender smile vanishes from Jai's face, leaving a nakedly bleak expression behind. The Exalted One helps those who help themselves, Cyrene, and I don't want to risk the lives of my people. When we reach Footfall, I will help your associates. I look forward to that day, Cyrene, and praise be to the Exalted One for bestowing such a miserly portion of haughty indifference upon your heart. Alright, who next? We've got a whole line of petitioners. Heinrichs. This ought to be good. Cyrene von Valancius. Heinrichs gives you a curt nod in greeting. I apologize for barging in unannounced. I've received news that I must discuss with you face to face. You may recall that I mentioned that Achilles Scalander was transferred into my remit by a colleague. The colleague in question has contacted me. She requires my immediate assistance. Who is this colleague? Emelina Lichtenhart, sage to the Lord Inquisitor. Okay, yeah, both of them had some history with her. Tell me more about Emelina. Who is she? An acolyte who was assigned a different range of objectives in the Coronus Expanse. He trails off, then shaking his head. Throne take me, I'm still trying to hide information from you, even when I'm asking for your help. Emelina is a sage, a unique acolyte of the Inquisition who can absorb huge amounts of knowledge and store it in her own memory more securely than any data crypt. She entered the Lord Inquisitor's retinue before even I did. Talking to her is a strange experience. But that is barely scratching the surface of who she is. Emelina is an incredible scholar, an expert on the forbidden and the illicit, and, of course, a loyal servant of the Golden Throne. You may say talking to her is a strange experience. What does that mean? Heinrichs locks his fingers and says nothing for a few seconds. Since birth, Emelina has been different from other people. Specialists from the Inquisition enhanced her natural gifts of hypermnesia. There are certain procedures that can be done. She creates separate blocks of memory which she can then lock under a code word or even overwrite with new information. She can organize her mind like a normal person arranges boxes on a shelf. Yeah. One box might contain information about a recent mission in the Calixis, another the latest decrees of the Lex Imperialis, and another her own childhood memories. This level of compartmentalization might seem somewhat insane to the untrained eye, but it is the price one must pay to turn an ordinary servant into a useful tool of the Inquisition. You said forbidden and illicit. What does that entail? Emelina carries knowledge that is forbidden to common servants of the Imperium. She carries this knowledge within herself, as it cannot be entrusted to logs or cogitators. I said before that acolytes of the Inquisition must shoulder a heavy burden to come into contact with things that can penetrate and corrupt the soul. For sages, this is an especially trying ordeal. Emelina's hypermnesia has been enhanced so that she now remembers everything she sees, however briefly. After many years of service, she has examined and seen enough to become an unrivaled expert in this field. Well, you speak of her with obvious affection. Heinrichs gives you a crooked smile. Emelina was something of a mentor to me. She helped me when I had only just joined the Lord Inquisitor's circle. She taught me psi techniques to maintain my focus and equanimity. She trained me in the finer details of working with archives and data crypts. She gave me a chance to unwind a little in my post by playing games of regicide with her. We're not going to say that. Of course he has other agents. I believe I have a clear picture of Emelina now. What was her message? Emelina's message is incomplete and distorted. It is impossible to make sense of every word. The only thing we know for certain is that an acolyte of the Inquisition is asking me to go immediately to Phaeton 4, a remote planet. In her message, she seems to be requesting either military support or help with an evacuation. But whatever precipitated this request, Emelina would not make it if it weren't absolutely necessary. I know a rogue trader has more than enough other matters to deal with. Nevertheless, I would like to officially request the Lord Captain's assistance in dealing with this issue. I have no authority to demand anything from House von Valancius, therefore I am confining myself to a request for the sake of the Coronus Expanse and the Imperium. Is there any hint of what exactly is threatening Phaeton 4? Heinrich says nothing for a time, then begins to speak, slowly, as though he is fighting against resistance. For the avoidance of leaks, the details of the objectives of specific acolytes shall remain a secret. All I can tell you is that the primary threat that Emelina was dealing with in the Coronus Expanse was Xenos. In particular, Drukhari raids on distant systems. A sage is ideally suited for gathering data about the chronology of this problem and finding appropriate methods for combating it. As for what Emelina is doing on Phaeton 4 specifically, I don't know. I don't even know any details about the world itself, only that there are humans there, so either it has been colonized or a garrison has been established there. The cult of the Final Dawn has been my top priority here, and my investigation has given me no cause to turn my attention to that planet. I don't need to get anything out of it. It will help Emelina. It seems like it's probably going to help the Imperium, so regardless if he's doing it for his own personal gain, I don't care. It's fine. We can help him out. I shall help you. We shall go to Phaeton 4 and put an end to this threat. Thank you, Lord Captain. I am confident that this minor deviation from a primary course will help to stem the spread of anarchy in the Coronus Expanse, if only slightly. At the very least, we won't be outflanked. I have already spoken to the navigation crew and provided them with the coordinates of Phaeton 4. We can set a course for it as soon as you give the order. Who next? Nope. Everyone. Alright. Enough, Xenos. Justice will be done, one way or another. Heinrich's voice drips with venom. Slither all you like, heretic spawn, but you will never leave this ship unscathed. The bridge is enveloped in the usual silence. The officers on duty are huddling in the corners, looking on curiously at what is transpiring in the center. What is going on? Catching sight of you, the curious crew members dash to their posts, leaving only the senior officers in the middle of the bridge. For how long are you going to tolerate this filth on your ship, Cyrene von Valancius? This foul traitor who has already dragged you into the darkness once more, and who almost left your protectorate without its sovereign. Oh, this is about Iliad. I was hoping it was going to be about Marazai. Rogue traitor. Heinrich's voice makes your blood run cold. Has Eldari heresy clouded your judgment? Treachery always means death, either for the traitor or the one betrayed. You almost died in Commorragh, your retinue. You know what became of them. Is it not high time that justice was done? Those present nod wordlessly, but do not dare to interfere. Now this is a fine spectacle. The inhuman gets what she deserves. Let us all watch and laugh. Well, hold on. Your wonderful path has led you into a rather thorny situation, cousin. You refused to beg for mercy in Commorragh, and now you will have to lick the boots of the Monkey. Silence, Xenos. Your turn will come. Yeah, you have no fucking right to speak, Marazai. Jesus. Iliad does not react to the curses being slung at her. With an imperturbable expression, she watches the crowd before her, then turns to gaze at you. Anyone else want to share their thoughts? You know, Lord Captain, I will support any order you give, but to keep the Xenos in the retinue, especially after everything. Abelard casts a tense look at the lower bridge. After everything that has transpired because of her, it would not be wise. I don't know, Lord Captain. Idira is usually subdued. You can punish her, but, you know, death is permanent. It's not like we were stuck in Commorragh forever, you know. For once, Idira is the one being sensible. Iliad blankly surveys the crowd.
She might not like this, but I think this is going to be the best way to at least partially smooth things over. Iliad will now apologize to everyone who is harmed by her deed, and that will be enough. Marajai laughs airily.
And now the Asuryani will walk on her hind legs before the Monkey. I'm glad I decided to drop by to see what all the fuss was about.
Iliad's face contorts in a mix of emotions, from anger and hatred to dejection and despair, but soon she musters her courage and in a stilted, barely audible voice says, "My words will not heal the wounds on your bodies, and still I regret what you had to endure because of me."
Words will not fix what has been done.
The interrogator grabs his weapon, but he hesitates, shifting his intense gaze from you to the Xenos and then back.
The Xenos' apologies ring hollow. There is neither repentance nor truth to them.
Disappointed by the outcome of their confrontation, the officers present slowly return to their duties. I'll ask her if she's alright first. Are you alright? Iliad shrugs uncertainly.
Your Monkey have had it worse. I will live, and the wounds of my soul will eventually heal. They will live too, but their souls will forever bleed painful memories.
I don't know if these are, like, mutually exclusive answers.
They will forgive you. Not all of them, and not right away. But they will. Stop it. You cannot believe that Elantok. I do not need words of comfort. The words of these Monkey do not touch my soul. Only your thoughts matter. Yours and mine. If you shared with them what you shared with me in Commorragh, they would surely understand your actions. These words were meant only for you, Elantok. You are the one I can trust with my feelings. Only to you can I bear my mental wounds. We have a special history and a special bond. I do not care about the others. Do you really not care about what happened, or are you trying to conceal your true feelings again? I am sorry that my mistake led anyone along the paths of the Dark City. I can see their pain and rage, I understand, but words and pity will not help them, only time and perhaps revenge, which will dull their pain for a little while. But you have taken away their chance for revenge, Elantok, and all we can do now is wait. Well, of course, I would not have left you at their mercy. Of course not. You are you. She smiles slightly. It's time to get back to work. Do not leave just yet, Elantok. Before you do, answer my question. I know we have talked a great deal, and you have even accepted what I did. But I also know that the mind and the emotions are not always in accordance. Now that the raging waves of danger have died down and Commorragh has been left far behind, what are your thoughts of me?
Between these two. Probably gonna go with this one. You have already become part of my world. You may have done something disagreeable in my eyes, but that does not make you a stranger. You see your inner world, Elantok. Aren't you letting too much into the very heart of you? A short laugh escapes Iliad's lips. Still, it is good to know that you have not locked your soul away from me. Iliad nods and gestures elegantly before leaving. Until we meet again, Elantok. May the darkness scatter into the myriad of new stars before you. Okay. Alright. And we're through. Alright, guys. This was a long episode. It didn't really let me end it. I wanted to end it a bit earlier, but so it is. Cool RPing, cool stuff with all the characters. I can't wait to start doing these different character stories and figure out what's going on in the new act, because it seems like everything's gone to shit in our absence, and we'll have to set everything straight. Alright everybody, drop this video a like if you have enjoyed it, and I will catch you in the next one, where we will get back to exploring. Fun. Heritor out.